This is a great day for CU. I can honestly tell you I've never been more energized, more excited in my professional career than I am today to announce this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, our new head football coach, Mel Tucker.
Well, if you're going to introduce a brand new football coach at the University of Colorado, why not be at one of the great landmarks in all of Boulder, in the Front Range, Chautauqua Park, in front of the Flatirons. Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. He's the 26th coach in Colorado football history. Welcome to Mel Tucker. Congratulations. Welcome.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it.
You bet. I would have to think it's been a whirlwind here the last few days.
It really has, but it's been really exciting. Can't wait to get going.
You have had such a fantastic career. You look at the resume this guy's put together. You've been at some of the great spots in college football, NFL for a long time. You've had options out there. What was attractive about the University of Colorado?
It's just a great place. The tradition, the facilities, just what's possible here, what should happen here, and what we're going to be able to do here, I think, is going to be tremendous.
I'd have to think as well. You know, Rick George, we know he's a pretty good salesman. He made a pretty good sales pitch for you?
Yeah, he's a great salesman. He won't take no for an answer. But it was all yeses for me.
Yeah. Now, you've been so focused, being at Georgia as the defensive coordinator on that SEC title game last week. How are you able to kind of, you know, do your job and yet consider the options of being here at CU?
Well, it's easy to focus on a game like that.
Yeah.
It was such a big opportunity for us, and but at the same time, this is an opportunity that I've been waiting for my entire life.
You know, we should note that this is not the first time he's been there. In 1994, the Wisconsin Badgers came to town. I don't want to bring up bad memories. But you saw this program when it was at its zenith. You know what this thing is capable of.
Yeah, this program at that point was the best in the country.
Yeah.
And I remember coming in here and actually walked out on crutches. So it was a phenomenal atmosphere. The fans were going nuts. They had difference makers on both sides of the ball. Just outstanding football team, and that's what the expectation is here.
What is a Mel Tucker team going to look like, do you suppose?
Best condition, based on technique and fundamentals, smart, fast, and physical. Relentless competitors.
Yeah. From a recruiting standpoint, I mean, that's the lifeblood of this thing.
Absolutely.
You know, this program, when it was at its best, always recruited California, Texas. You've got great recruiting connections in the state of Florida.
Sure.
How do you go about drawing student-athletes to this program?
Well, all we have to do is get them here, and we're going to recruit every single day. Our staff will recruit nationally. We'll do a great job in our state. We will go to California. We'll go to Texas. We'll go to Louisiana. And everywhere else that there is a player, we'll be there.
Yeah. As a coach, you've been a defensive coach your career. Is there any truth that as a head coach, you know, coaches are known as a defensive guy or an offensive guy? What does that mean as a head coach?
Well, I just consider myself a football coach. I'm a defensive back coach by trade, but I do understand the game on both sides of the ball and also special teams. And so it's really about coaching is teaching. I love to teach, and that's what we're going to do here.
You've been in the eastern part of the country most of your career. What do you know about the Pac-12?
I know there's good football here,
yeah.
And I know it's very competitive, and I know there's opportunities to improve here and rise to the top.
When you think about where you've been as a coach, you played for Barry Alvarez, so great coach. You've worked under Nick Saban. You worked under Jim Tressel, Jack Del Rio, Kirby Smart most recently. What do you take from those guys that helps you now move into that #1 seat?
All those guys had one thing in common. They were winners. They knew how to establish a program, knew how to establish a program of accountability and hard work, physical football, and very, very highly organized, and they're all excellent recruiters.
Coaches have told me in the past when I've asked about when they make that move to the head coach's job, you're not as much hands-on. You're not doing a lot of the X's and O's kind of stuff. You're coaching the coaches. Sure. That becomes a transition, doesn't it?
Yeah, you always have to coach the coaches. Even as a coordinator, you're coaching your coaches. But I'm always going to want to dabble a little bit in the X's and O's, and especially on the defense side of the ball. So that's what I enjoy doing, and that's what motivates me.
A ball coach is a ball coach.
A ball coach is a ball coach.
What do you think of this view back here? It's not bad, huh?
This view is incredible, and it's something that I'll never get tired of, I'm sure.
Tell us about who comes with you, wife, sons. Tell us a little about your background, and you know, the Tucker family comes to be the head coach here at CU.
Yeah, my wife JoJo, we've been married 19 years, and she'll be coming with me. She's an attorney, retired now, taking care of the boys. Joseph's 16.
All right.
He's a soccer player. And Christian's 14. He plays football, and he's a left-handed lacrosse goalie.
Okay. They got the dad's athleticism?
I think they maybe have the mom's athleticism and the dad's looks.
Something tells me she may argue with you on that whole deal, I guess. Congratulations. Look forward to working with you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. He's the 26th coach in Colorado history. We welcome Mel Tucker to CU. Back with more in a moment here on the Buffalo Stampede.
First and foremost, I'm honored and privileged and proud to be here. I've waited for this opportunity for my entire career. Obviously, the expectations are high. We're here to win championships. That's okay with me. I've never been in a game as a player or a coach that we weren't expected to win, ever. There's one thing that I can tell you, that there's no one on this planet that can put more pressure on me than I can put on myself. The expectations that I have for this university and this program are extremely high. We're going to start working today to get this thing going in the direction that it needs to go. I met with the players this morning. Sometimes you just know. And I know that the young men in that room, they're hungry. They want to win. They want to compete for championships. They want to be relevant. And I promise them that if they follow the process and they buy in and they do the things that we're going to ask them to do, that we will achieve at a high level and they will reach their full potential and we'll be able to compete for championships and be in that conversation year in and year out.
Back in the Stampede, it's like Christmas morning for this guy, I would have to think. A brand new football coach, Mel Tucker, on board. We just talked with him. Athletic Director Rick George with us. Well, Merry Christmas to you, huh?
Yeah, thank you. It's an early one, and couldn't be more excited, more pumped about the future of our football program. And it's an exciting day, and tomorrow when we get an opportunity to announce Mel to the public, I think they're going to really enjoy hearing what he has to say.
I've enjoyed the little bit of interaction I've had with Mel. You can see maybe what attracted you, but as you look deeper into finding the new coach here, what was it about Mel Tucker?
You know, I think his ability to motivate young men and, you know, to inspire them, and, you know, the way he runs his defense, it's about discipline, it's about accountability, it's about toughness, and that's what we need in our program. That's what Colorado's been known for, you know, when we've been successful, and we need that, and he's the right guy to deliver that, and I think our players are going to love playing for him, and that was important to me too. And I think we're at a really important time in our program. I think we've got a lot of great sophomores and freshmen in our program, and I think, you know, having the leadership of Coach Tuck and you know, his staff that he puts together, I think it's going to really elevate this program, and I think the time's right, and I'm excited about it.
When you're out looking for somebody like this, you do due diligence. So I know he's impressive. When you met him, I know you were impressed. I'd imagine you made phone calls and talked to people that have worked with him over the years, and the response was great.
Certainly, the response has been great. You know, they all talk about he's a real X and O guy. He's detailed, he's buttoned up, and, you know, the things I like about him, again, is, you know, the toughness part and the accountability and the discipline and all those things that are important to really successful programs. And, you know, just look at the fact that, you know, Nick Saban hired him 3 times. There's a reason for that, you know, and, you know, he's got great pedigree. He's played the game. You know, he played for Barry Alvarez. I sat with Barry Alvarez last night in New York, and we talked about him, and he couldn't say more positive things about Mel and who he was as a football player, but what he's done as a coach, winning a couple national championships. That's the kind of program that I want to have here.
Yeah. You know, Rick, you and I have talked about this. Anybody who interviews or sought out for a position like this at this level, they've got a good resume. We know that. They know the game of football. But the leadership aspect, how they direct their coaches, their players, that's kind of one of the key characteristics, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And, you know, it's one of those things, you know, you just know when you know. And, you know, sitting with Mel and you know, talking to him the other night, you know, I knew he was a guy, right. And I couldn't have been more excited, and I don't think he could have been when he and I started having those conversations. And I think we're going to create a really good partnership, and it's going to allow us to be really successful.
As you went out and started looking at the various candidates out there, were you getting a positive response to what Colorado football is currently and what they see in this program?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you know, it's a great job. You know, I said it before, I think it's the best job in America. And, you know, I think we're in a really great conference, and I think we have an opportunity to be really successful. And, you know, I couldn't be happier, and I couldn't be more excited about the leadership that he's going to provide the men in our program and what he's going to do for Colorado football moving forward.
And I would have to think, as an athletic director, you found your guy. Now it's important for you to kind of come alongside him and make sure he's got what he needs to do the job, right?
No question about it. And look, we've got great facilities. I think we, you know, got great recruiting budgets, and, you know, we just got to go out and recruit the best players, because, you know, the student athletes, the best student athletes, are going to make you a lot better coach.
That's right.
And I know that. But, you know, you look at all of our programs, and all of our programs are doing great. You know, Tad's off to a great start.
Yep.
JR's off to a great start. We win a national championship in cross country. Volleyball goes to the NCAA tournament. Soccer should have been there. You know, we're doing great things in our program. We're doing a lot of great things for our student athletes, and it's time for football to consistently win, and I think Mel's going to bring that.
And let me do this right now. Season tickets, $303.49 Buffs. Go to cubuffs.com. How about that schedule that Mel's going to tackle next year, huh?
He probably doesn't like it, but as an athletic director, I love it. You know, to be able to play Nebraska at home, Air Force at home, Washington, USC, Stanford, Arizona, that's a great home schedule. Yep. And, you know, with his leadership, it's going to be a fun home season at Folsom Field.
Once again, get those tickets. $303.49 Buffs. cubuffs.com. Congratulations. Looks like a great hire.
Yeah, it's a great hire, and I couldn't be more excited.
All right. Athletic Director Rick George. Yeah, Christmas came early for this guy, and I think for Buff Nation as well. We're back with more after this on the Stampede. Back in the Buffalo Stampede, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Of course, it's been an exciting week with the hiring of Mel Tucker, who joined us earlier in the program. Once he finally got his feet on the ground, he got to join Athletic Director Rick George for his first tour of the indoor practice facility and the Champion Center.
You guys ready? This is where you start and end your day.
The altitude will get me,
The altitude will get you. That's why you got to play fast here.
That's
because
right.
It's an advantage for us. So this is our team store.
It was real, huh?
So this is our indoor facility.
Oh, yeah.
So this is your house.
This place is outstanding.
100% of the Champion Center.
Awesome.
And
This place is fantastic.
So if you think field, so everything's
right here.
Everything flows.
Hey, Maurice, how you doing, man?
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Mel Tucker.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a hugger, man.
Yeah.
You're going to do great things here, man. I'm looking forward to working with you, okay? This is all football all the time? Just football.
Just football. It's functional. It works really well.
It's all in the details, man. It's the inches. It's all about
No. We're going to go this way.
Okay.
Next place we're going, so right outside of here is Legacy Hall. That shows our history and tradition of our football program. So we try to celebrate that in this hallway. Right. But, you know, you look at some of the years that we were really successful, and you look at the 87 to
Cliff Branch, Rashad Salam, Westbrook.
Yeah. Chris Hudson, you talked about him earlier, right?
Matt Russell.
Remember Mickey Pruitt?
Good players make you a good coach.
That's right. He's the guy. So let's get a picture.
Come on,
Come on, we'll get a family photo. You got 267 days, 19 hours, and 37 minutes till your first game.
Yeah, that's we got to get to work.
Got to get to work.
Got to get to work.
So this is our sports medicine area for football. We've got 2 hydrotherapy pools, but we also have an underwater treadmill. We can video
That's right.
our student athletes when they're underwater.
This is state of the art.
Pretty good.
Phenomenal.
Pretty good.
This is an outstanding facility. This is a no excuse facility.
This is our traditional. This is our traditional.
It won't be long before we're strapping it up for real.
And they come in here, and this is what we call the thunder chute. So this is where the team's going to run out. And he's going to lead the team behind the Buffalo.
1,200
That's you, man.
That's strong.
This is your program now.
I'm ready to grab my briefcase and go to work. Let's get this thing popping.
So one of the things, Mel, when we did this, we wanted our recruits to see that we send a lot of players to the NFL.
Sure.
We also want to show them that we win championships.
There's nothing like standing on top of that mountain.
And nothing like being on top of the mountain. That's what it's all about. That's why we come to work every day. Game, halftime, this is where you gather the team. You know, we're not real flashy. This is the stone that we use all over our campus. And this is who we are. Well, the one thing that we found, you know, with this is that guys love being here.
That's right.
They don't want to leave. So they're taking advantage of tutor opportunities. You know, they're taking advantage of what we're doing from a nutrition standpoint.
It's home.
It's home. All of our imaging, our MRI. If somebody gets injured in the first quarter, we know by halftime what the nature of their injury is. I mean, who's got that, right? For recruits.
That's brilliant, man. You're a genius.
I mean, we know right away. So these are all exam rooms. They examine patients.
I can bring my road bike in here and
There you go. There's a bike right there.
I got a specialized roubaix at the house. I got to break that bad boy out. Get ready for this altitude. So obviously people come here to train because of the altitude.
Well, it's a great connector, yes, and they train, but this is a great connector with us in the community.
Sure.
This is our full squad room, so you'll meet with them in here.
I definitely like the seniors up front.
And this is kind of us.
Love it.
This is who we are. Nothing flashy.
Meat and potatoes, man. We don't need a lot of French pastry.
I'm with you there. We walk through here and, you know, we want our recruits to see the history and tradition of Colorado. This is your staff room?
Staff room, great.
So this is where our families watch the game from right here. That ain't bad, right? Then you got the flat irons in the mountains right there. This is your humble abode.
I love it. Right? I love it.
All of our practice facilities, our live cameras, our indoor facility, our field. On game day, yeah, so I mean, you can do, you know, recruiting functions out here like in April and May, and then the flat irons are up there. I mean, how good is this, huh?
Well, welcome to the 26th football coach in Colorado history, Mel Tucker. You got to look at the brand new facilities. Coming up next here in the Stampede, the men's basketball team off to a great start, 7-1 of the season, coming off a win over UIC over the weekend at the Event Center. Shane Gatling will join us next.
We're going to go to a place on Tuesday night, okay, that's one of the best places to play in college basketball. It's a great environment, okay? We're going to be tested. Our ball skills will be tested. Our toughness will be tested. Playing against 17,000 people, okay, in a big-time environment. We've got to be mentally tough and mentally ready to go down there. It is an opportunity on Tuesday night to make up for, and we'll never get San Diego back, but we can get our second true road game victory on Tuesday. It's not going to be easy, okay? We're going to have to be dialed in. Great challenge, okay? And that's why we scheduled this game. We got to go down there with confidence, with toughness, with aggressiveness, and take care of business and do what Colorado basketball does. Okay? Together, the pit, family on three. 1, 2, 3, family.
After a 12-point victory by the Buffaloes over Illinois Chicago at the Event Center, that wrapped up, by the way, the 2018 calendar schedule for the Buffaloes. That's Ted Boyle talking about a very tough trip down in Albuquerque, New Mexico, as they take on New Mexico, the Lobos, in the pit, one of the great venues in all of college basketball. Voice of the boss, Mark Johnson. Junior Shane Gatling joining us here for a couple of minutes after a nice victory. First off, a nice win over UIC by 12 points. Not necessarily the best defensive effort by you guys, but you guys did enough to get the win.
Yeah, they're a very good team. You know, they're big. they're well disciplined. We know that they don't shoot the ball very well, so we got to guard the paint well. We got to guard the drives. We got to help when we need to and guard the ball in transition.
Shane, this wasn't the best game offensively for the Buffs. You guys shot about 46%. You've been shooting well over 50 all season long. This team is explosive offensively. Talking about the Buffaloes right now. I mean, you guys have got so many weapons. There have been 6 different guys through 8 games that have either led or shared the lead in points. It's got to be kind of fun to play in a team like that where, you know, everyone's going to get their share.
Yeah, that just shows that we're a very good team, and it could be anybody's night. Like, one night it could be my night, one night it could be McKinley's, and so forth.
Lucas and Tyler.
Lucas, yeah. And we have some of the best, I think we have some of the best shooters in the country. I think McKinley Wright is top 3 point guards in the country, if anything. So basically we just have to, like, play with it, you know, take what the defense gives us, you know, just go out there and play hard every night.
You know, a lot of times in football we talk about when you got a great quarterback and your receiver, everyone's like, yeah, I know it's coming my way if I'm going to get open. Well, the same thing when you got a great point guard in college basketball. As an offensive guy, you got to love playing with a guy like McKinley because you know, come off a pick hard or a down screen or something and find yourself open, chances are it's coming to your direction.
Yeah, I speak to McKinley all the time. You know, I don't have to call for the ball every time I'm open because I know he's going to find me. Or if he doesn't find me, I know he's looking at someone else that's coming open. So really, I just play off of McKinley. Like, whatever he does, I just go after it. You know, if he drives this way, I'm a drift this way so he can find me. But I'm not gonna call for the ball because I know he's gonna see me. Yeah. And he's just a really great point guard, and I love playing with him.
How about this system to play in? Your first year, of course, with Colorado after being. Now you started your career at a Division I program, went to Indian Hills, ended up coming here. How's this transition of playing at this level, do you think, for you?
It's transitioning really well. I think I started off the season a little slow, but I'm picking it up now. I'm getting more comfortable. My teammates is keeping me up. They keep telling me shoot the ball. You know, we got your back. So, you know, my transition is really good.
Now, we didn't know about this guy, by the way. We knew coming out of Indian Hills, hit over 100 3-pointers a year ago. We knew he could shoot the ball. We didn't know the athlete you were. I mean, you've had a couple of plays out there where, like, holy cow, that cat's actually got some hops on him.
Yeah. Ever since about 10th grade, I've been wanting to dunk. I've been so close to dunking, and I've been wanting to dunk. And I looked up on YouTube how to jump higher, and they just told me do toe raises. So ever since then, I've been doing toe raises whenever I'm not doing anything. So I'm in the shower, toe raises.
Wait a second, are you telling me if I start doing toe raises, I can dunk like that too?
Possibly.
He's being nice right now to me. That's all he's being. Hey, the Buffs, after this one, you got that trip to the Pit. That's one of the great locations. We just heard Tad talking about it there in college basketball. That's quite a challenge.
Right. The Pit, you know, they're probably gonna be packed out there. They have 17,000 people there. Yeah. They're a really good team. This is probably going to be like an NCAA tournament game. It's going to be one of those type of games. It's going to be hard. Both teams are going to go after it. We're not going to be able to hear anything our coaches say, so we're just going to have to go out there and play. And I'm excited. This is a big test for us.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one. After that very tough challenge on the road, you got that neutral court tournament in Hawaii. That's going to be a great challenge after about a 10-day layoff.
Yeah, I think our first game we played Indiana State, but we just got to take it one game at a time because it's a tournament. But at the same time, it's a business trip, but we also just want to have fun out there. But we want to make sure that we get the job done.
Yeah, no hanging out on the beach when you're out there. It is a business trip. Congratulations. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, that's Shane Gatling, guard for the Colorado Buffaloes, sitting at 7-1, heading to the Pit to take on the Lobos of New Mexico. As we put a wrap on this week's Buffalo Stampede, we'll talk to you next time.